could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door.
Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me. Type in, I can hear you if you can. Technical errors this morning, human errors, it's not the devices, it's me. Good. You can hear me. There may be even a little echo, but anyway, let's keep going this morning. We're here with Pastor V on Wellness, and we are here to talk about strength training day 2. I hope you have started incorporating some strength training into your practice. For me, I want to let you know that I had been missing probably about 3 weeks on strength training. And so I'm on day 2 of getting back into my routine. Yesterday, I did some upper body. Today, I did some lower body. And actually, the lower body felt better than yesterday, the upper body. And it's just that consistency, getting back into the swing of moving in those particular motions, which when you're doing lower body, a lot of times it's just your body's own resistance. And so this morning wasn't as bad. And I actually had to stop just shy of my full routine. So I'm going to finish it when I get done with this morning. I am late because of, like I said, human error, my fault, all my fault. But I just want to give you a quick view of my little home setup for, let me see, make sure I get it in there right before I pull it on screen for you. Let's see. Okay, add to stage. There we go. Can you guys see it? I'm not seeing it, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. There we go. That's my home setup. So I have a yoga mat and I have my weights, which are 2 pounds. No, I'm sorry, 3 pound, 5 pound, 8 pound, and 10 pound. I have one 15-pound weight and I have a 10-pound kettlebell. And I have my 2 resistance bands. One is a light band and one is a medium band. And so that's it. Not a whole lot of equipment, all of it from the thrift store. You hear me? I may have paid, I think the most expensive weight I have down here, it was $5 for the 15-pound weight. Everything else was like $2, $3, something like that. So nothing expensive here. I even have a little 4-pound ball that I don't think you can see. It's a little thing that you can throw and toss from hand to hand, which helps to work on biceps. And so that's in there as well. My G-babies, my grandbabies love to play with that one, but it's 4 pounds. And then that's my other piece of equipment, my TV. I turn on a video that does what she does strength training, there's aerobics, cardiovascular, all of those things are on Grow with Jo. I'll even drop it in the chat so you'll know exactly who she is, and you can find her on YouTube. She does not give me one penny, but if you go on there and tell her that Pastor V on Wellness is promoting her, maybe she'll look me up. I don't know. So, but it's Grow with Jo, and it's on YouTube. I put it in the chat. You should be able to see it in just a few minutes, but Grow with Jo. And with her, like I said, I do my cardiovascular workout. She has weight training workouts. She is a Christian, and so she does have some videos that are to Christian music. And then she also is a 90s baby, I think it is. And so she'll do some with like NSYNC and, you know, crazy little boy bands and stuff from that day and era. But she's as cute as a button and very, very attuned to what the body needs, because she is, as I say, a kinesiologist. So she's accustomed to the way the muscles work. Y'all, look at that. I'm going to get rid of this valley. I promise you, I'm going to be like Miss Ernestine from yesterday, where she had nothing but muscles, rock hard. But anyway, day 2 has been a little bit better for me than day 1 back in the saddle again was. I didn't give my disclaimer today, but I will go ahead and jump in and do that right now. I am not a physician or a certified nutritionist, and therefore I cannot give any medical advice. And this, before starting any diet or exercise program, please see your physician. Please see your physician. Please see your physician. And the reason I say that is because they're going to tell you what is good and best for your body, your medical conditions, and for what you should be striving for. And you want to do that. They're your partner, though. Remember, they're not your boss. They're your partner. And so you guys should be working together to make sure that you are creating a quality of life that will bless you for years to come. And I'm so excited for you today, Spring, as you head out to your pulmonary rehab. Amazing, amazing. Super excited for that. And today I just wanted to kind of just do like a little quick recap. I wanted to do this because I had some questions yesterday. I went out to an event yesterday, and I had some questions about strength training because they had looked at my Pastor V on Wellness, and they just wanted to know, hey, I have never picked up a weight before in my whole entire life, and you are now telling me to start lifting weights. And I told them the reason, and I started giving them some of the reasons from yesterday. So I want to recap those reasons from yesterday so that everyone will understand them. And let's see if I can get to my little list myself. The first one, if you remember, the first one was it helps to build bone density. And you want to do that. The resistance that your body receives as you begin to exercise is that it gives you an increase in bone density. Yes, continue to take in your calcium, whether that be through milk products or through fortified products and supplements, but that resistance that you receive from weightlifting is also going to help strengthen those bones and help you become a stronger person as a result of it. The next thing was joint health, keeping those joints in place. Did you know, let's consider if this was one of your ball joints, okay? You have got what they call ligaments and tendons that help to hold those in place. Imagine it being almost like this. Those ligaments and tendons actually connect to muscle tissue. Now imagine you got a nice tight tendon and ligaments, tendons going across, ligaments on the side, and they're holding that joint in place. But then your muscles become flabby and out of place. And so now your ligaments and tendons are kind of like this, and that joint is just moving around. What's to keep it from doing this as you're walking? What? Yes. So strong muscles help to keep joints safe and healthy as well. just stands to reason. Let's work on those muscles. So joint health was one of those things. We also talked about the fact that for mental health, it's amazing for mental health because as we work out, those endorphins begin to flow, bathe our brain with that feel-good hormone, and you begin to feel better. You reduce stress and anxiety. You begin to feel more like yourself. And that, my friend, is an unforgettable benefit of strength training. And let's see, let me get back over. Come on, Valerie. So we said bone density or bone health. We said mental health. We also went on to talk about our joint health. I'm sorry, y'all. It doesn't want to get me to the place I want to be at. Here we go. And we also talked about metabolism boost. Remember, it speeds up your metabolism, makes you burn those calories, and that assists in weight loss, which most of us are in that place that we're wanting to lose a few pounds, 5, 10, 15, for me, 25. No, not quite 25, but we all want to achieve some degree of weight loss, and you've got to get that metabolism up, especially as you get older. The metabolism slows down. So 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, it doesn't matter. You want to get a boost in that metabolism. Functional strength, your everyday task. Remember, we said things like carrying groceries and climbing stairs and playing with your grandbabies. Those kind of things are boosted and improved because of strength training. I today moved that little setup that you saw. It's usually sitting over in the corner. Let me see if I can get back to it. It's usually sitting over in the corner, but today I pulled it out so that it'd be close to me and I could show it to you. That setup is probably about 60 pounds. And so I was able to lift it and move it all by myself. I didn't have to call my husband, hey, come and move this. It's because my muscles have a certain degree of muscle memory. And so even though I'm starting over again, they are able to remember, hey, you can lift 60 pounds. May not be as easy as it was before, but I can. So I lifted it and moved it over all by myself. So functional strength, your everyday functional strength, things such as walking upstairs. If your thighs and your calves, if those muscles are not good and strong, you have to stop along the way and rest. And in order just to get up a flight of stairs, come on, let's work on it so that we don't have to worry about those things. And of course, balance and stability. Balance and stability reduces your risk of falls. And if you do fall, having stronger muscles is going to protect those joints, it's going to protect the bone structure, and you are going to suffer less risk of injury if your muscles are nice and strong. So there are benefits to keeping our muscles strong. And so I wanted to end today, and this is just today, is that reiteration from yesterday, that wrap up of telling you why it's important to work on muscle strength. So some practical steps: start small, and stay consistent. Remember, our motto here is that we take small steps to make big change. Like I said yesterday, don't go out trying to pick up a 15-pound weight. Give me a second. I'm going to get my 15-pound weight. If I had just started back trying to, let me see if I can get it around so you can see. If I had just started yesterday saying, okay, I'm back, I'm going to start doing my 15-pound weights, my body would be like, what is wrong with you? So I started with my 3-pounder yesterday. And then I'm going to increase to my 5 and back to my 8. And then there are some that I'll do with 10 and some that I'll do with 15. So start small and build up. Okay, start small, build up. Start doing some body weight exercises like I did today for my lower body. Those things are looking like squats, Wall push-ups, y'all, wall push-ups are amazing because you don't feel as intimidated. And it's literally, I'm gonna tell you, I do it at my door because you see, I love art. And so it's kind of everywhere. So I don't have really clear wall space in this small place. But if you put your palms on your door and kind of bring your body back a little bit, and you're just gonna push up, you're going to find out that you get a good, strong body resistance. So start small, use your own body as your resistance in the very beginning, and then build up on your weights, okay? And the second one is, I just said it, prioritize form over heavy weights. Don't go out there trying to lift 20, 30, 40 pounds. Learn first on 3 pounds how to get the proper form so that you're utilizing that muscle appropriately and you're not injuring it. So remember, form over heavy weights. Learn small on the small weights and then increase to make sure your form is correct so you do not risk injury. And number 3, and I'm going to post these in the chat, seek guidance. Sometimes you need someone who can show you the way. It may be a little old lady like me, that comes with you to the gym, or, I have people that sometimes come over here to my house. I'm not a trainer. Remember that. I'm a registered nurse and I do understand how the body works, but I am not someone who can design a treatment plan independent of a physician. But I can help you. I can spot you. I can look at your form and say, oh, no, you're lifting wrong. I can do that. You can also go to your local gym or if you're older, find a senior program where they are also training you on how to properly lift and maintain form and keep your body healthy and safe. This particular movement that I'm doing right now, you may think, what is she working out? I'm actually working my pecs or my chest muscle, which is another thing that you want to keep nice and strong. It helps with lifting as well. Also, in this same little move, very short, small move, I'm working on my biceps. Come on, y'all. And my triceps. The triceps, when I come back, down and back, I'm working on that tricep, which is that little valley. We want to get rid of the valleys, y'all. So find someone who can help you with form and technique so that you can stay safe, build your muscles, and become the best person that you can be. I'm going to end today with reminding you that getting yourself in shape, as we call it, the way to do that, it involves your body, your mind, and your spirit working together to make you the best person that you can be, giving you the best quality of life that you can live. Because having a strong body, but your mind hasn't caught up with it, is probably the worst thing that you could ever do for yourself. But when they're all working in conjunction together and you become that whole, well person, then you show up as your best self and you invite others to show up as their best self. And as you start this journey of strength training, I challenge you, go ahead, pull out your journal. I believe in writing things down. So pull out that journal your thoughts and your prayers and your revelation that you received during this time. One of the things that I received yesterday, I thought I was going to wake up really sore this morning, and I didn't. That's a revelation, because fear sometimes keeps you from starting something. But because I used wisdom and didn't automatically pick up this 15-pound weight to start again, my body was appreciative, and it says, wow, thank you for giving me a good strength training today with a 3-pound weight instead of a 15-pound weight. And I'm going to congratulate you by not releasing all that lactic acid, whole other story, into your muscles and causing pain. So I woke up this morning feeling good. I want you to have a great day today. Get out there, take some small steps that make big change and fly on faith today, okay?